Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we learn from St. Augustine, Doctor of the Church, while we read his book, Confessions. Hello, Catholic pilgrims, welcome back. Today is a very short reading, but we hear about how St. Augustine picks up the Bible to see what it's all about. We will be reading from Book 3, Chapter 5, and that is found on page 60. So I made up my mind to examine the Holy Scriptures and see what kind of books they were. I discovered something that was at once beyond the understanding of the proud and hidden from the eyes of children. Its gate was humble, but the heights it reached were sublime. It was enfolded in mysteries, and I was not the kind of man to enter into it or bow my head to follow where it led. But these were not the feelings I had when I first read the Scriptures. To me, they seemed quite unworthy of comparison with the stately prose of Cicero, because I had too much conceit to accept their simplicity and not enough insight to penetrate their depths. It is surely true that as the child grows, these books grow with him, but I was too proud to call myself a child. I was inflated with self-esteem, which made me think myself a great man. Oh, the Bible, that gloriously simple, profound compilation of inspired writings from different people and different time periods. I teach OCIA, and I always have a class where I talk about the Bible and explain to people the different books, the different authors, the different purposes of the different books. Now you can, if you want, read the Bible cover to cover. You can, and many people have. But when I was young, I thought the Bible was more like one big narrative book meant to be read from Genesis to Revelation. But it's not just one big, continuous, flowing book. You have prophetic books like Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Daniel. You have wisdom books like Sirach, Wisdom, and Proverbs. You have the Torah, the law books, Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy. You have the narrative storybooks, Joshua, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Kings. In the New Testament, you obviously have the 4 Gospels, and then the book of Acts, and then lots of letters written to churches. Now, when I was young, I'd approach the Bible with the goal of just reading it straight through to say that I did. And I would start with Genesis, get through Exodus, land in Numbers, and quit. Whenever we approach the Bible, it must be done in humility. This is why so many atheists don't truly understand the Bible. They approach it with smugness, and they're looking for anything that might validate their belief that it's all bunk. And if we approach it with an attitude of just to read it to say that we have approached with pride, and we will not glean what God wants to show us. St. Augustine says that he kind of thought the Bible was unworthy in comparison to Cicero's writings. He acknowledges, though, that he had too much conceit to accept the Bible's simplicity, and he didn't have enough insight to penetrate its depths. The Bible must never be viewed as a one-and-done challenge, where we think, I'll read it through and then I'll be done. No, we must always come to it with humble hearts and a willingness to penetrate the depths it provides. And when we do this, the Bible will grow more rich as we grow in our understanding. That'll do it for today, Catholic pilgrims. Don't delay and come back soon tomorrow. But until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.